You are here for the full Easter egg guide for Leviathan. Step 1. Turn on the power. Activate the button on the Dr. Wells chamber. Grab the hacker and activate one of the 4 consoles surrounding him. Interact with the button, then hack it. Once you hack it, you must go around the map and listen for a buzzing sound. Locate the panel. It should be glowing red. Interact with it and it should glow green. Repeat this process 3 more times. Interact with the door with the guy behind it. Then go to the Samantha Says computers. Pay attention to the numbers on screen. The numbers is your order from 1 to 4. Each computer corresponds to a button. Here's a chart to help you understand which computer corresponds with each console, so you don't need to trace the wires. In my example, if you do this correctly, a game of Samantha Says will play. Complete it and a new set of numbers will appear on the screen. This is the number you need to type into the submarine keypad. A door will open, pick up the valve, and you will need to place this valve in 5 different locations. The glass tunnel leading to power, near the buildable table outside of spawn, the Juggernog room, in this junction near the free Gersh computers, and the Samantha Says computer rooms. Once all 5 valves are placed, head over to the Dr. Wells room and find this wall with the 5 colored tubes. Your number order is green, blue, red, white, yellow. Remember this order. Head over to the outside of the biodome and place any missing valves along this wall. You will see numbers above each valve, from left to right. It is your green number, then your blue number, then your red number, your white number, and finally your yellow number. If you did this correctly, you will hear a noise. Head back to the metal door and place the valve right next to the door. Dr. Zav will appear and you will need to escort him. This step can be very annoying, so bring PhD Mustang and Sally's. If he goes down, try to pick him up when it's clear. Keep in mind that every time he talks, leapers will spawn in. Try to use your shield to block the zombie from hitting him if you only have 1 zombie left. Follow him until he reaches the PhD room and opens up the crystal vault. Pick up the crystal. Next, go to this junction below the free Gersh area, interact with this release mine console. If you do not see this, head to the Dr. Wells room. You might have missed a quote. Release the mine and then go outside in the MP5K area. Wait for the submarine to come by. Shoot the mine with any gun other than the wave gun or harpoon gun. It should explode. Go to the crash site right outside the PhD room and pick up the uranium. The uranium will explode if you are out of the water for too long. The route you should take is from the crash site, through the cafeteria, through the glass tunnel, through the biodome, and finally through Samantha Says room to the guy. Interact with the tube in front of the guy and deposit the uranium. He will then give you a quote. Go over to the Speed Cola platform and interact with this console. This will activate a soul box. The harpoon gun is highly recommended for this step. Once the soul box is full, you have the option of interacting with the console again. Be warned, this will turn off the power, so if you do not have perks, grab them. Also, before you press the button, go to the submarine pack-a-punch and type in easy. This will essentially activate Undead Man Walking. Go back to the Speed Cola platform and press the button and pick up the max ammo and rainbow uranium. You have to do 3 mini lockdowns. The first lockdown is in the labs. Listen for the buzzing sound to find the console. The console is next to the harpoon gun upgrade station. Interact with it to start a lockdown. Shoot the harpoon gun on both sides of the console to keep an electric trap around it. You will know the lockdown is complete when the barriers go down. Repeat this process in the circle room near the jug room and in the spawn room. Once you have done the 3 lockdowns, go to the free Gersh room and turn on the backup power. You will receive a max ammo and will be done with a step. Please note that this step is intentionally done later, as in the lockdown steps. If you do not do this step, you will not get a mini boss to spawn during the lockdown, making it harder. By this point, you will have hopefully completed at least 1 leaper round and gotten the key. Grab the key and go to the mule kick room in the labs, interact with the desk, and pick up the skull. Go to the biodome and place the skull in the downstairs area. Kill zombies in this area to fill the skull with souls. When the skull is full, interact with this and it will open up a portal. Use an explosive weapon such as grenades or Mustang and Sally's to hit the yellow orbs above the statues around the room. When you have done all 4, interact with the center wisp and complete the mini boss fight. The harpoon gun is by far the best weapon to kill him with. When he impales you, melee to escape. A prompt will show up on screen if you are impaled. When he goes to the middle, stand behind a pillar and he will do a DE wipe attack. Complete 3 phases of this and you will defeat him. Pick up the 1-inch punch and head back through the portal. Go back to the Mule Kick office and melee this painting. Pick up the Vril device behind it and go back to Dr. Wells' room and listen to his quotes. For this step, you will need QEDs, either obtain them from the box or type in 9355 in the keypad. Go to these 3 locations and throw QEDs at the flashing areas outside the map. The first location is right outside the power room. Keep in mind you do not need to arc them. Aim your crosshair directly at the flashing light and throw the QEDs. You are underwater, so gravity will not be as intense. The next location is here outside of the free Gersh room. The final location is in the Speed Cola area up and behind the Soul platform. If you have thrown each QED correctly, you will see a Gersh device-like effect. Go back to Dr. Wells' room and place the Vril device, the Uranium, and Poseidon's Eye into these holders. Finally, obtain the Gersh device from either the mystery box or by hacking these computers and filling them with souls. When the soul box is full, you will see 4 numbers on the monitors. Type these numbers into the Pack-a-Punch keypad and you will get free Gershes that way. Throw a Gersh device at Dr. Wells' container, and you will obtain all perks. Pick up the Vril device and get ready for the boss fight. For the boss fight, I highly recommend you bring in the Mark II, the harpoon gun, and either the wave gun or Mustang and Sally's. Go to the submarine room and interact with this button. There are 3 phases to this boss fight. Phase 1 is with the Kraken. Shoot the Mark II at his bright blue glowing weak spots on his face. After each phase, you will get a max ammo. Phase 2 is with the mini-boss. He has a lot of health, so take your time. Use the harpoon gun, use the Mark II, use your Gershes. You will get a max ammo and a carpenter after this phase. The final phase is with the Kraken again. Same as the first phase. Once you kill him, your game will end and you have completed the Leviathan Easter Egg.